Okay, let's take two on the kitchen here without the other agent in the house. So here I am back in the kitchen. I think I tapered off somewhere around here. This is where I was saying would be interesting to think about opening this up to the backyard some more. I also just want to call to your attention how wide this room is. So lots of counter space. Interesting, so pantry, cupboard, here, all new soft clothes, dishwasher, great, nice deep sink. This is the same here, pantry and pantry, which with all of that storage leaves room to have this open shelving up above and not feel like you're sacrificing pantry storage space. The kitchen is so wide. It's not wide enough that I would say like, oh, you could easily add some kind of piece of furniture down the center of it, but it's very comfortable to be sort of standing on either side, and you could have multiple people in here talking, cooking, drinking wine while other people are talking. And potentially, add either a door there, like I was talking about earlier. Maybe you could do a little table chair set up at that end here. And I think looking at the floor and thinking about like slope here, I think this is a great example. You can just see how this shelf is kind of tipping off the wall. I will tell you that as you're walking around, it's not apparent in every step you take, but there are a couple of spots where it does feel like, oh, there's a real slope here. Particularly over as you're headed towards the bathroom. Like I would say like right through this part of the floor is where you really can feel a little bit of a slope. This bookshelf opens up into closet, just for more storage. And there's a little cubby back here with a handle. I have not confirmed this, but I believe that might be where the water heater is. You can see that there's wall space here that is kind of unaccounted for. And I've seen before in homes of this age around here, that kind of water heater cubby. So it wouldn't surprise me if that's what we find. I'm going to be quiet for just a second because I really want to give you a chance to hear how little you can hear of the road, which is pretty surprising given how close we are. The railroad track is right there too, and certainly you're going to hear the train when it whistles as it goes by, but the road traffic is surprisingly quiet given how close we are. It's these big windows in the front that haven't been replaced, but even with the older vintage windows, just a great sound buffer. I like how this window is set so high here because it does give you some options if you wanted to have the table pushed back against that wall and have a little bit more space. And there's just a lot. This home's, she's done a really good job of not over furnishing it. So often it's like there's so much furniture that it's kind of hard to appreciate how much space is in a house, and she's just done a good job of balancing that. What she doesn't have in her furniture right now is a couch, and I expect that most people will gravitate towards wanting a couch, but I think there is plenty of room for that. She's not a big TV person, and so it's just a little older TV that's wall-mounted. Plenty of room to do a bigger TV there, to think about moving the TV over here, and potentially doing couch along this wall, and then instead of having a secondary table, having another little seating space here with maybe those chairs that kind of pull out into a twin size bed or something could be an option. This is the electrical panel here. I'm sure that the last agent just left it open. When he was showing, you can see permits pulled you know, fairly 2001, 2003, fairly recent. So even with given the age of the home, that's always something we're looking for, just to make sure we're not talking about, you know, knob and tube wiring. It seems like that's all been updated. There's no there's nothing I can video to show you that floor slope. It's not radical. Like, I don't feel like I'm about to tip over when I'm standing near it. But it's certainly noticeable as you're walking through the house that there is a little bit of a slope through here. I don't know. Sometimes in the video you can hear if there's like creaking. This house doesn't. There's not much. It feels like it's the shelf kind of wiggling more than it's any kind of floor creaking. Coming into the bathroom, this is where they did the roll-in shower for his wheelchair. There are a couple dings in the tile, just right down here, that are a little bit rough, that probably would want to get cleaned up. This is just a nice little barrier to kind of help with water flowing back. It's got the rain head and then the handheld piece. It's interesting to think about the opportunity to be able to market this as an ADA friendly short-term rental. That is not something that I think you see very often around here. And I love the decision to go with the frosted glass in the bathroom vanity. I just think it's cool. It makes it feel so much lighter. It's super cute. Going into the bigger bedroom here. So no built-in closet in this room, but the IKEA closet system, the intention is for that to stay and serve as the closet. Here you can see that's the air conditioner that we can see in the photos. It's just a LG wall unit. And I'll go outside and show down the side of that house. You can see where it sticks out. These windows are new in here, new vinyl here. And then these are the cadet heaters. And little transition here. I actually think this might be a spot where you can kind of get a feel for that slope. So just, man, it's subtle. Let me zoom back in and see if that can do that without making it dizzy. See how the toe kick here on this side is totally level, and by the time it gets over here, it kind of jumps up. That speaks to the difference that the slope on this side. And I hate to, I'm trying to figure out how to convey that via video, but I don't want it to sound like it's a big deal, because it really doesn't feel dramatic in the house. But it's so hard to show visually. And then this is bedroom number 2. Much smaller bedroom. This one does have a little built-in closet, and currently just has the twin bed. There's just a little nightstand table on this side. Plenty of room here to do the bed the other way against the back wall. This distance here from corner to window is certainly twin bed width. It could accommodate a bunk bed stacker against that back wall, or even like an L shape. So you could go maybe full on bottom and a twin up above if you wanted, as an option. And then the last space that we haven't really walked into is the laundry. Nice big laundry room given the square footage of the home. And I think that down the road I might be looking at going for a stacker here and giving yourself the chance to maybe add some additional shelving or counter space, just to have a little bit more use of the square footage. And then I'm gonna pop out here and we'll go down, look down the side of the house. On the north side, it is hopping in Rockaway right now. There are so many people out and about. So ramp again, and then you'll just see here. So This poor agent. Here's the air conditioning unit. You can see there's no windows or anything else on this wall of the home. It's just that air conditioning unit that pops out on this side. I think you really get a feel for from this view the extent of the project next door. It's pretty intense. I think that should be a pretty thorough video tour in 2 sections. Feel free to give me a call back. I'll get these sent over, and that should give us a little bit of time to talk. And if I need to come back and get some more pictures tomorrow or something, I can too. But hopefully that feels complete and is helpful to you. I can't see the roof just because of my height and the height of the house, but my understanding is that it's newer and in pretty good shape. And all the windows have been redone with the exception of those 2 up front that we talked about. And that's going to conclude the tour. Hope that's helpful. Feel free to give me a call and we will talk soon. Thanks. Bye.